So it's been 1 year. Very Berry Cider. Let's see how it is. First, let's see carbonation level. These have been refrigerated. There's a pop. It spit at me. Yep. And next we have to pour it. In order to do that, we're going to use the pour can.
So this ended at a 7.5%, and I don't have the ending gravity because I think this was before we were doing that.
Yeah, this is, well, a year ago? I don't know. I think we actually left this one dry.
It smells dry. It smells berry-ish, but I have that.
It smells kind of like a hair salon.
It doesn't smell like a hair salon. All right, I don't feel that way, and you may think, okay, how does Brian know what that is versus Derica? Well, Brian's mom actually was a professional beautician.
I was in hair salons.
So he was in hair salons more than he probably wanted to be.
It really does have like that old lady florally thing. I'm sorry, it does.
You're selling it. All right, Brian.
I'm being honest.
Brian is cheating because he had one of these recently, and he was not a fan.
I did not enjoy the experience.
I have had a few of these, and
not today.
Not today. No, no. I haven't had any alcohol yet today.
No, it's first alcohol today.
And I ended up more often than not mixing something into it because
I think it would make a great mixer.
And we'll get to that. All right. So color-wise, I mean, they're cold.
It's very clear, and it's condensated already.
It's condensated.
On clarity, this is like a 10. I mean, it's super clear.
And it's a beautiful ruby kind of color.
Yeah, it's red.
It's really pretty. And the aroma, Brian gets hair salon. I mean,
it's fruity, floral, kind of berry.
Like a berry-esque champagne. Like there's like a pink champagne that I think kind of smells like this.
I could go for that. There's something in there that's funky though, and I can't put my finger on it.
And then there's a touch of funk, yeah.
I'm tasting it. There's that funk. It's very tart. This one...
Now it tastes like a hair salon.
This particular bottle is better than the last bottle that I had. Or I was just in a mood that day. I don't know. It can happen. So your tastes are going to change from day to day, and depending on what you had before then, what you had after then.
So many factors that are going to change your experience of a beverage.
Because I had the experience the other day where I really didn't like this at all, perhaps it is better than what I remembered that. So today, going into it with that negative idea, it came out a little bit better. It makes me go, oh, that's better. Make sense?
So on the flavor, at the very beginning, I get a touch of sweetness. And I think that's because my brain is like, this is a berry, and so therefore it should be sweet. But like almost instantly that goes away and the sweetness is gone entirely. It's kind of almost watery on the mouthfeel, other than that sour, puckering, tart, carbonated flavor.
When she says a touch of sweetness, I mean a touch. Like 3 grains of sugar in a gallon.
It's like a millisecond of recognition of sweetness.
But it does have a really nice tangy quality in the mid-range of the mouth. It's actually, that is quite nice. I like that. I don't like the entrance. It's really watery, but then that tanginess comes through. It almost makes your mouth water more to have that.
It reminds me a lot of like one of the vodka spritzers where...
Oh, I don't like those either.
You don't like those either. Right? You know, like White Claw, I don't forget how to say that name. Or any of those type of things where the flavor is like secondary. It's just like, here's this carbonated, mildly alcoholic thing. And sure, we wafted some flavor over it.
We thought about adding some fruit flavors to it. I mean, overall, this is not my favorite, as you probably figured out already. It's marginally better than what I remember the other day. I think I actually drank it the other day. I drank the whole bottle.
Whole bottle.
I suffered.
But taking more sips of it I'm thinking that there is actually enough of the flavor of the berry in there.
Yeah.
It's just because it's so dry and there's such a lack of sweetness, and we've experienced this in other beverages, that once we added a sweetness to it, that berry flavor came more forward.
Right. And
so,
this was done before our
perfection
ultimate testing time.
Yes.
So gotta have a little bit of forgiveness for that. I think this should have been sweetened. If this was sweetened, I think it would be much, much better. So what we're tasting is a dry berry flavor that just doesn't mix well in the brain. My head is saying this should be sweet, and it's not.
Yeah.
So it doesn't taste good.
However, if you like those carbonated, lightly flavored beverages, this might be 100% right up your alley.
Absolutely.
It probably has lower calories, if that's something that you're concerned about.
There's less sugars.
Because there's less sugars, and there's also a lower ABV being at 7.5.
But 7.5 is not really low for a
lower
cider.
than ours.
Okay.
Not lower than...
By the way, if we did this with apple, see, we don't go and check to find out what's in it. If we did this with apple, that's probably what's adding to that funk.
Yeah.
Is apple. We might not have used the really good apple juice. I don't remember.
I don't think we used apple. I don't recall. I don't know.
I am going to go in for a little bit more because we have to put a number on this, and I like to be thorough. This is my thorough face.
I'm conflicted on a number for this because my overall appreciation of the full experience is lacking. But there are certain moments where I'm like, oh, I can see the potential.
Yeah.
It's just not there.
You have ordered a particular cider that was berries in restaurants. There's two places you may have had it, Engine Number 9 and the Wheelhouse.
Yep, and it tastes very similar to this.
Just like this.
Yeah.
So is this as good as a commercial product that's out there? Well, yeah, it is. I just would have expected it to be better. So based off of that, that does kind of elevate it slightly in my mind that there's a commercial product out there that this tastes almost, I mean, it's a dead ringer. Basically.
Is it it's not Woodchuck, is it?
No, it's a different brand. I forget the brand. Whatever. So
yeah, on the numbers, I'm conflicted.
I'm not. I know where I'm going. When? So our numbering system goes like this. 1 through 10, with 11 being an exceptional brew. 10 is just like amazing, perfect, everything you wanted. 11 is just that step above. On the low side, 1 means probably not something you would ever really want to drink. It's not going to hurt you or be dangerous, but you probably don't want to drink it. Below a 1 gets dumped out probably for dangerous reasons or toxicity levels, okay? So most brews fall somewhere in that range, 1 through 10. Given that information...
I got a number.
Are you ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 5.
Now I went straight in the middle because the potential is definitely there, and I know
Sweetened up, this could be a 7, even an 8.
from experience when I blend it, like I could just put a little bit of cherry juice in there. It's good to go. A little bit of cranberry juice, no problem. Some Cointreau. Bob's your uncle.
For some reason, Cointreau is like a Band-Aid, fixes everything. But Bob really is your uncle.
And Bob really is my uncle.
She really does have an Uncle Bob.
I adore my Uncle Bob.
Everybody have an Uncle Bob? I had an Uncle Bob.
You have an Uncle Bob? Yeah. All right, so I went with 5 because it's smack in the middle. Did this meet our criteria? Obviously not.
No.
But if you like dry, fruity things, then I think you would really enjoy this.
Yeah. I don't know if you can hear that. Inigo brought a toy in, and he wants to be played with. We're pretty close to the end of this video anyway, so we're just going to call right there and say, make this if you like dry brews. If you wanted to add some non-fermentable sugars to sweeten it, you can totally do that to bring the level of this up a little bit more and make it into something a little bit better. But after 1 year, to me, it's still kind of a little bit disappointing. I would have liked to seen it better. But we like to just be honest and truthful in our brews and show you the good, the bad, the ugly. And as always, guys, thanks so much for watching and have a great day.
Bye-bye.